Facebook friends and family, that sound means one thing. It is another edition of Neighborhood Spotlights, and we are highlighting two areas that are not near one another at all. We are going to start the beginning of the show in Newtown, Bucks County, and then go all the way north to the Pocono Mountains to hear from our Opus Elite affiliates out in that area. I am looking forward to today's show. I could fill the airwaves up with 30 minutes of garbage, but I will not do that to any of you. I was hoping Mark was going to be on here so we could discuss the tuxedo I just rented for his gala coming up soon. But we will save that material for next week because I really don't know how many of you want to hear me talk by myself. And if you do, we can arrange that, but we're not going to do it right now. So we are going to bring on Mr. Keith Fenimore with the Pine to Pink organization. Keith, welcome to our show. How are you, sir?
Good. I hope to be more entertaining than a tuxedo story.
Well, we always have to add some aspect of authenticity. We feel like it helps the show. And I, not doing so would just not be me, Keith.
I hear you. That's a good theory.
So we appreciate you coming on. We do want to hear mostly about Pine to Pink, the events you guys put on, the organization. But let's get some context. Tell us about yourself, a little bit where you started in life, where you've been, and kind of what you do, if you don't mind.
Oh, geez. Okay. This could be 30 minutes alone right here, but I'll try to encapsulate it. I'm from New Hope, Pennsylvania. I worked and lived in Los Angeles for 16 years, Manhattan for 5 years. I moved my family back to Bucks. I'm in Doylestown.
Yeah.
And my life has been spent sort of marketing, content creation, creating something from nothing. And it's been eventful. And I've done everything from work at E! Entertainment Television to PR agencies to the Howard Stern Show for 5 years.
Wow.
And it's I travel the world doing what I do, and I love it. And 2018, I kind of was searching for a purpose, and looked at kind of the landscaping of the fundraising and charity and nonprofit field, and thought I could bring something new and innovative to it. So I set my sights on launching a nonprofit. I picked breast cancer because my mom's a survivor. And my deal was to, be my own boss and not have to follow, the trends or what had been done in the past. Nothing against tying a ribbon to a pole, but that wasn't really my thing. Sure. So we created Pine to Pink, and cut to 5 years later, we're launching in our 5th year right now. We've helped over 1,000 local breast cancer patients. We've started 7 programs. We keep all the money local. This success of Pine to Pink is spread across 7 towns in Bucks County and led to us opening a cancer wellness and support center called KIN earlier in the year. So
wow. Congratulations.
It's been an interesting ride, man. That's all I have to say. And I'm loving it. Everything I do now helps the greater good, and I couldn't be happier.
That's awesome. So, Jay, go back real fast because I saw some recognizable faces in the picture from our Newtown people there. There's Gina from Giovanni's, Kathleen from the Pro Shop. I don't know the other two. You have to excuse me. Well, who are the other two?
Brittany Brown standing next to me from Brit Around Town. She's a social media influencer, and a big proponent of Pine to Pink. And that's Nicole on the end. She was a former borough council person in Newtown that helped bring Pine to Pink to town last year. And not in this picture is Matt from Ned's Cigar Shop there.
Oh, yeah, Matt Arlen. Yep.
Yeah, and Rich from the Frame Store.
Oh, we love Richie. He's the best. He really is. So let's talk about do you have ambassadors within these main streets? So out of the people we saw there, do they play a large part in Newtown's event specifically?
They play the part in Newtown specifically. The way that Pine to Pink was envisioned, I always hoped through its success, we would empower local businesses to bring Pine to Pink to town and to kind of help them raise money through Pine to Pink for their local community. And that's what these people have done. They almost raised close to $10,000 last year with the event they put on. And this year I think it's going to double. They're doing a block party this coming, not this, not tomorrow, but next week, the 6th. They're doing a block party, shutting down State Street, and we're raising money for local breast cancer patients.
That's amazing. So talk about the name. So give us the whole what's Pine to Pink? What does it mean? Give us that whole thing.
Yeah, it's kind of there's a lot involved, a lot of moving pieces. I always say from the surface, you can't really glean all that's involved with this nonprofit. But to put it as direct as I can, we take it's a wordplay. So there's Pine Street, and we take the E and put a K over it and make it Pink Street. And the idea there was that there's 5,000 Pine Streets across the U.S. It's one of the most
Ah,
common streets. So if we were to take this and scale it across the country, and it'll always be local for local, but we would turn Pine Streets to pink. And that's just part of the puzzle. We try to do things in a visceral, immersive, integrative way. So we change thousands of lights pink, like
mm,
museums, municipalities,
mm.
retailers, And so when you walk down, I was in Newtown today changing the street lights, 20 of them pink. When you walk down the street at night, you're in this glow of pink. Then we also have an app that we launched where we hide ribbons, virtual ribbons in retail stores. And the idea is for people to not only capture the ribbons for prizes, but it causes footfall and sparks local commerce by getting people to walk into stores to capture these ribbons.
Yeah.
And so when the stores prosper, the money comes back to Pine the Pink, and it's a win-win for everybody. And then we have events. And that sort of thing. So, Pine the Pink, it's a month long. It's not just a night. It's a month long, event. And yeah, we've been able to do some good things in a short amount of time.
Wow, interesting. So it's a month long, and does it do a portion of the proceeds of the sale? Like, how does the financial aspect take?
Yeah,
How does
so
that
it's
work?
interesting, and that's one thing I left out. So thanks for bringing it to my attention, Chad. But there's offers. So there's Pine the Pink eat, drink, and shop offers in about 90 different stores across Bucks County. So what
Wow.
that means is if you go into a pizza place and they have a Pine the Pink pizza, we might get $1 for every pizza
Oh,
slice sold during the month of October. So if you extrapolate that over the entire county, a lot of money comes from those proceeds splits. But the cool thing about, I looked at the landscape of fundraising, and I thought there could be a lot of improvements. And part of the thing that kind of ticked me off as someone who donated to people and to organizations was a percentage of what I donated would go to the charity, not the whole deal.
hmm.
And I have sponsors, so I'm able to cover my hard costs before we even launch on October 1st, meaning every dollar that we collect during the month of October, all of that goes to the programs that we put on to help the patients. And
Wow.
the programs that we've started a cold capping program. So during chemotherapy, you could wear cold caps and it would help retain people's hair that they normally would lose. We've
Mm.
bought infusion chairs for the cancer center in Doylestown. We have a home food delivery program where you're post-op and you're not in the position to cook for your family or for yourself. We send food home. Treatment transportation, you can't get to them from a doctor's, we'll get you there. We've been able to start these programs that have been super impactful and really kind of focus in on the treatment and recovery aspect of people dealing with breast cancer.
Wow. I mean, obviously, aside from the noteworthy aspect of it, which I don't want to take away from, it's interesting to see how you brought it on almost as a challenge. It's almost like an industry you're trying to disrupt, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, I mean, I've kind of had a career in doing that sort of thing, seeing what's out there, and then trying to either find a way to innovate on it or make it more appealing. And I tend to put myself in the shoes of the people that I feel would be the audience, ingesting what I'm putting out there, and I try to accommodate it. So, and I like to go from 8 to 80. So, like
Mhm.
for instance, this year a new event that I'm very excited about is called TP My House, and I am encouraging people BYOTP, and you come to the founder of Pine the Pink's house, and on the 30th, which is Mischief Night, it's sanctioned by the cops, so there's no need to call them. They're going to be here. I'm getting people to come from the community, bring a roll of toilet paper and $5, and you can TP my entire property.
Would you like us to help you promote that?
I would love for you to help. Yeah, just no eggs, no eggs. Uh,
Because if you, I mean, we can absolutely, you can use our vehicle and our resources if you want, by all means, to
oh,
do
that's
that. But I'll tell you the truth. It's interesting. I'm seeing two sides of what's driving you. It's the cause, but it's the innovative aspect of what you're doing. So aside from all of these things, and we're gonna tell everyone about the event real quick, and we're gonna say how people can get involved and reach out to you.
right.
Uh, but you know, I guess my question is, what do you think in your innovative mind, because you're so creative, what makes this so different? Is it the utility of it? Meaning, do you make it so easy for it to be successful? Why do you think it works so well?
Um, I think there's a few different aspects to it. It's like sort of like lightning in the bottle.
Uh,
A lot of things have worked the right way for to expand from Doylestown to now we're in New Hope, Peddlers Village, Cartersville, Percy, Newtown, and we're launching at Chops Valley Square off the 611. It's
wow.
growing at a pace where I often explain to people I feel like the windsock on the back of a motorcycle. I'm holding on for dear life. I can't keep up with it sometimes. But there's a few things that people tell me, and the one thing is that it's 100% local.
Yeah.
The money stays local.
Yeah.
The other thing is it's not a percentage of the money; it's all of the money. Another aspect is the transparency. I like to come out on my blog and on social media and say we need to raise $30,000 for infusion chairs to help this many people at this location, and this is what we're doing. They can see it. They know where and when and how the money's being used. And for
Mhm.
me, it was always ethereal as someone who would write a check and hope to God it went somewhere to someone who needed it. And I'm like, I'm
Wow.
going to fix those things because I can, because there's no politics, there's no red tape. I am the person that is at the helm of the nonprofit, and people are entrusting me, and I can make these things happen without having to jump through hoops.
Yeah.
So it's just, and the other piece is I'm really not, I'm empowering people to take off and run with Pine the Pink. I always say, so long as no one gets hurt and it's not illegal, we'll do it.
Wow.
And so
Yeah.
when Gina and Matt and Kathleen and Rich said we want to do this and this is what we want to do, a block party, and this is how we want to do it, I didn't say no, these are the way we do things, you have to do it like this. I said you do what works for you and your community, and I'm just going to facilitate it and support it. And so I think empowering people to make Pine the Pink what they need it to be is another big aspect to it.
Yeah, I mean, it's also, I was gonna say, your professional background in putting on the actual event. I'm guessing you help a lot with the promotion of the event, the design and the look and the graphics and the marketing and that all plays a big part into it too. But it's nice to see someone with success using their power for greater good. I mean,
Yeah, I mean I got to say from a selfish standpoint, from a rewarding standpoint, is and I talk to my wife about this all the time. It's like every conversation I have, every email I send, every idea that I come up with, all of the stuff that we do. At the end of the day, the result is somebody that needs help getting help.
yeah, so
So
true.
imagine how that's the fuel for the fire, and that's why I have so much energy, so much passion, and I'm so into it
Yeah,
because it's not just like, okay, great, we scored a client or we made a deal.
yeah.
It's much more than that.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I do want to give my hats off to you. So, with respect to the other guests, tell us how we can get a hold of you. Tell us about the event next Thursday, and then we will say our goodbyes, sir.
Yeah, yeah, sounds good. I appreciate the platform and the time, Chad. Um,
Absolutely.
Yeah, so people like to donate, and that's how we survive and thrive. So they can go to Pine the number two pink.org, and
Mm,
that's everything Pine the Pink. You can see where we are, what we're doing, the events, how to donate, all of those things.
got it.
And I would encourage people to go there. And then in Newtown, in particular, next Thursday we're shutting down State Street. Everyone's staying open, all the retailers. There's going to be music, there's going to be food, there's going to be sipping shops, so a little bit of boozing going on.
Mm,
And we're raising money locally for Pine the Pink. It's going to be there's going to be a dunk tank, there's going to be some politicians that have signed on to get dunked. So
awesome.
you know um uh
Do you
it,
know if
it's
one of them was the judge? Is Mick Petrucci getting dunked?
I don't know who they are.
Because if he's getting dunked, I'm throwing down heavy on that.
You're there. Maybe Mark should get dumped for not being here today. But yeah, we'll have a Pine to Pink tent out, so you can come see us on that night. And there's raffles. That they got all kinds of sports memorabilia. They got a lot of raffles. And then for the month of October, remember, we go the whole month. So we have Pine to Pink's got like I think 20 events all in throughout the month. So we're gonna be busy.
Pretty awesome. And then real quick, last thing, if anyone wants to reach out to participate, does it have to be in these larger events, or can businesses do individual things with you as well?
Yeah, people do individual stuff all day long. So I would encourage anyone who's interested in talking to me to learn about how to be a partner or a sponsor. Just get a hold of me, I guess, at Keith F. Pine to Pink at gmail.com or through the website.
Or through the website. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Keith, will you be there next week?
I will be there.
Awesome. Well, everyone, please come out and support this amazing cause. Keith, I look forward to meeting you in person, my friend.
Yeah, you're fun to talk to, Chad.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Hey, like, everyone's surprised. They're like, I didn't realize this thing was so professional.
I know with that whole show open you had, I'm like, am I going to be able to live up to this show open?
You can thank my producer for that. Jason, thank you very much for the professional graphics. I'm just the idiot behind the mic. So, Keith, it was a pleasure, man. Have a good day. And everyone, please come out next Thursday for the event. We're looking forward to it.
Bye, guys.
Take it easy. All right. Well, I took a little longer time than I wanted to, but we are going to give Teresa and Jocelyn the time that they deserve. Teresa, wow, you just didn't even let me do an intro, did you, Jay? Okay, both of them are on mute. Awesome. And we have to switch it up because we're going from nonprofit breast cancer to for-profit real estate in the Poconos. Teresa, you're where are you going? Off. Yeah, get off mute. Is Jocelyn going to stay on mute because of the?
No, we're in different rooms now.
Oh, okay. Well, let's do a couple things. Jason, please get rid of the Pine to Pink up in the top. We never did a switch mid-show, by the way. It's kind of part of the things we have to do. So we are first going to give, this is the formal welcome. We haven't done a formal welcome of Jocelyn to Opus Elite, have we?
I don't think so.
I think we're going to say, Jocelyn, welcome to the Opus Elite Real Estate family.
Thank you, Chad.
You're welcome. More importantly, what has it been like to move to the Poconos? Because I have to give everyone a background. Teresa is a Philadelphia girl, right? And through. I mean, you can feel the Philadelphia coming out of her when you talk to her, right? You're a Philadelphia girl in a good way, in a positive way. But one day you decided, screw this, man. It's too hustle and bustle for me. I want to go northeast, right? Is that pretty much how it happened, Teresa? Is that in a nutshell?
This is my third house here that I live.
This is your third house here. So how many years collectively have you been in the Poconos?
20.
You've been 20? No.
So
20 years?
Yeah. We first got here in 2005.
What? I didn't know that.
Yeah, that property. We rented that. We moved back to Port Richmond, came back here in 2018 and permanently by default. I bought the house, moved in for the summer and was like, I'm not leaving. Mom and Roland Lucas in school and we're going to stay. And then COVID happened. So we kind of got in the mix of all that. And then it was like, I don't ever want to go back. I've already moved again and I'm right outside the Poconos now. I'm in a whole other county. I'm no longer in the Poconos.
So, and how did you convince your daughter to move?
I don't think it was that hard, was it? Maybe.
Yeah, I was ready to go. Philly after COVID was getting a little crazy, and Lonnie was getting ready to start school, so it felt like
the right thing.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a bit good. So, do you live with mom right now?
Yeah, I'm staying here until we find a house.
How's that going? You're in separate rooms right now, so
It's going good. It's going good.
I feel like your mom is really, when it comes to hospitality, Teresa, bar none. You got it going on. You always have the open door. You're a hell of a cook. I mean, and I haven't eaten your food. It's all based on Facebook. It could be bullshit. I don't know. It looks good.
Good. We ain't in for nothing, Chad.
Yeah, let me tell you, Teresa, you look good. You are on that health kick. You are doing a good job. I got to give it to you.
I took a week break.
Let me tell you what I just did. I'm going to tell you guys something. So the Opus Gala is coming up, as you both know. And I looked at my wife. I said, I'm too fat to fit in my suits. So I'm going to have to literally go rent a tuxedo. So I had to go waste $200 on a tuxedo because I can't control myself. How about that?
It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. The discipline part is hard. Getting myself up the first day was even harder to show up. But once you're showing up and you're doing it, you're good. I was sick last week. I had a lot of personal stuff happen in my family. So I kind of got like this, and I was like, well, I'm just going to eat a cheesesteak. I'm going to do this. And it's funny because I haven't ate that, I can now see what the food does to me. Where before I couldn't because I was eating it all the time. So you're like, well, it doesn't make me tired. I'm tired all the time, but I'm eating it all the time. So I didn't really realize that. So it made me more conscious of the choices that I make.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I think I need a kick in the ass like that. I don't know what it's
completely stopped coffee, soda. So I drink coffee on the weekend. That's it. I had soda last night with dinner or today with lunch. But I haven't had it in a month. So, and I think like the puffiness went down. I lost 15 pounds.
You look great.
We're getting there. I'm 47, I'm not looking to be like supermodel and stuff. I just want to tie my shoes myself.
You know what? Those are reasonable goals. I got to tell you.
Yeah.
Those are very reasonable goals. I think tying shoes over supermodel, very reasonable.
I got 4 kids, grandkids, I'm fine the way I am. But anyway, back to Joss. Jossie's, moving and shaking. The Poconos is busy. We're busy.
Well, no, we were going to get into real estate. I just wanted to do the bullshit. And then
I know.
Bullshit.
I don't want to
So you've been selling real estate for up there consistently for what, 2 years straight now?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. So you got your own team.
No, I don't have a team.
Well, you do with Jocelyn at least.
I guess no, she does her own thing.
You didn't do the team thing?
No. I mean, I'm not
mentoring me for the most part.
Yeah.
All right. So tell us. All right. Well, then I'll just turn to Jocelyn, though. That's what I'll do then. Forget you.
Yeah, you'll see how good she's got. She got some stats for you. She got some stuff,
Yeah. So all right. Hit me with the stats. I want to hear, and I want to hear. So we want everyone right now, okay? And I want to Teresa opened up my eyes, okay? Everyone knew of the Poconos, but I never understood value. Right? I never understood the kind of money you could make on a rental property, on flips, on buy and holds. When the pandemic stuff hit, the values just soared, like insanity there. And
but you've also got to realize that from all right. So after 9/11, everything tanked here. People left their second homes, right? So then you got to recoup from that. And then you hit this boom in 05, right? And they start booming again. Everybody buys second homes. And then we tank again in 07, 08. So from 08 to 14, basically in the Poconos, you were buying foreclosed properties.
Yeah, that's true.
The value was never there. And then all of a sudden we start getting, because I paid $190 for my house in 05.
Yeah.
But in 2018, that house sold for $186.
Yeah.
So never really recouped the value, but it was rented, so it recouped its value. So I don't think people understand that $200,000 or that $80,000 house in the Poconos 3 years ago is now the $200,000 house here.
Wow.
That's not going to change.
Yeah.
Because they're all renovated now, or the shacks aren't, but the value is here. People see there's a lot going on here.
So hit me with the hard stuff, Jocelyn. Give me the good stuff. Give me the numbers. What you got?
Okay, so I'm on a week by week basis here. So
I can rock with that.
Our medium price range right now is $262.
Okay.
Our average days on market are about 38 days.
Okay.
New listings per week are about 178.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
actually.
I think that's a lot,
That's a
and
good
the ones
amount.
that are closing are 124 a week, so,
That's
that's
actually a good amount.
yeah.
More than I
Yeah.
thought.
I am noticing some price changes though, and they are reducing a little bit. So,
Don't
yeah.
tell me you think it's because of the interest rates. Yeah.
Um,
Maybe.
I will say this, like I have an uptick in buyers. My investors are back out.
Mhm.
I currently have, I think, 7 pending right now, just this in the past 2 weeks. So yeah,
Crazy.
it's busy. I mean, we're busy. I
Yeah.
can't help everyone, obviously, and I don't doesn't that's why we have Jocelyn.
So how are you guys, even though you're saying you're not a team, you really are functioning as a team. So what roles are you guys, like, what are you doing? So I know what you do, Teresa, to get business. Jocelyn, what are you doing out there to start growing your portfolio out there?
Out here, I'm just using social media and referrals. I think that's how I'm gonna be getting my
Mm,
name out here with these agents too.
mm, mm.
But other than that, everything I do is from people I know
Yeah, which
for
is
the most part.
important. That's good. I mean, that's and in reality, like, and I'm sure that I'm going to ask the most obvious question, Teresa. I don't know if I've asked you this before, but I guess it would make the most sense. The majority of the home sales are not primary homes, correct? Or am I wrong?
All my past business has been primary this year.
Really?
Yeah, it's people leaving the cities and moving here.
Oh, okay. I got you. Okay, so
Yeah,
making the switch as opposed to people moving within the counties around there. Yeah.
short-term investors really for me have kind of like exited. So I did more listings this year. Like I'm heavy on the listing side now. The thing I like now about listing here is the buyers call you. I'll call the other agent, and so then I just give them the Joss.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. That's cool.
Right,
That's good.
because they know they want to get into a property. They're up here on the weekend. Call the listing agent because everybody's busy. I myself am too. But yeah, everyone is moving here. I'm trying to tell you, there is so much going on. It's ridiculous, and it's like everywhere. Like there's no part of this Poconos that's safe. Short-term rentals in certain areas are almost obsolete.
Huh.
HOAs are buttoning down on them. Townships that were super friendly are now they're on the board. People
Mm.
are angry.
Tell us about what's fall like this time of year in the Poconos, like from a festival standpoint. I mean, it's a pretty vibrant community. Or I mean, the communities in general, they have a lot of good stuff going on out there, right?
They do, yeah. They have a
Yeah.
lot of fall festivities this year. Jim Thorpe is doing their fall foliage. They do the train rides and the ghost tours and everything like
Oh,
that.
that's cool. I
Yeah,
know Lucas likes the ghost stuff.
yeah, that's a
Uh,
big one here.
uh,
Holly Harvest Hoedown. That's another
Say
big
that again. Say that again.
one. Oh yeah, that one's big. That they do like the hay rides and the pumpkin decorating and all that. That
That's
all starts in
cool.
October. Yeah, it's real busy up here in the fall.
That's fun.
Right
So you
now,
guys,
you have the Bloomsburg Fair going on right now, like Thursday,
ah,
starting
ah,
tomorrow.
All the
That'll be real big. The Polish Fest will be coming up soon too for Kibasi. You have the Pickle Fest in Stroudsburg, which is huge. Like
Pickle Fest.
huge. Pickle Fest, yeah. I mean, I think Kibasi has some of the dates for some of this stuff coming up, but
They're all October 1st. They all start October 1st.
All October 1st.
All of
they
them.
all start.
Yeah, they're all spread out.
Wait, so you can get pickles and sausage all in that same trip.
All within an hour and a half ride. Like I said, the mountains, the song, she'll be coming around the mountain.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
when you live here, you drive a lot, you realize it's just a circle that
Yeah.
takes me back to where I got to go, and
That's funny.
it probably take you 4 hours to complete the whole thing if you stop all in between.
That's crazy.
There's a lot to do here. Like we'll probably get snow next week. No.
If you get snow next week, man, forget that.
October, and sometime in October, I presume it'll start. And then, you have all the skiing, all the tubing, the ice fishing will start. Everything will begin. They have ice fishing competitions here for kids.
Wow, really?
Yeah, there's a lot to do here. You get 4 seasons here.
Mhm.
Ice fishing for the kids. I think of like the grumpier old men. Remember when Walter, what's his face, and
Yeah,
Jack
yeah.
Lemmon did the
I think
Minnesota ice
so
fishing? Oh yeah,
underrated,
I
Ken.
remember that. I know. I've too
Isn't
many
it,
stereotypes.
Chad, isn't your wife? Isn't your wife from up here, like
Yeah,
Honesdale? Yeah, yeah.
yeah. My
You
wife is.
know, Honesdale is on a boom right now.
Is it?
I know you're not getting small towns anymore in America. So all these
Huh.
small town aspects, these New Yorkers are coming in, they're buying and they're redoing these homes and they're making
Yeah,
them beautiful.
yeah.
You have a lot of estates. There's a lot going on. Before we go, I want to talk about a 100 acres that I have too.
Do it. I just want to know what Jocelyn's goals are for Northeast Pennsylvania domination, and then I'll let you talk about it.
Right now, I'm just trying to get my name out there and, start getting around, learning my way up here. Everything is so different from what I was used to in Philly. So I'm just learning right now, but hopefully within the next year, I'll be somebody.
Yeah, but it's amazing how quickly your mom has really become a name in that market, and
Right. Yeah.
it's a good person to learn from. And Teresa, you're smart for bringing your daughter up there. You really know what you're doing up there. Before we know it, we're gonna have Welcome to Poconos sign, and then the Teresa Sanchez team, literally right next to her.
No, that's the that's the
And then
next.
eventually we'll do PoconosLiving.com. But we'll hold that on ice right now.
Holding my website captive.
until I can recruit her husband, I hope someone's not watching this show.
You never know. We're bringing more people. We're bringing more people from the family up. My 21-year-old is moving in.
Really?
She's going to do property management. So there's a lot coming in 2023 for us.
Okay, so what I understand is you're holding back on me. This is not this really shouldn't be a discussion of how we're doing in the Poconos, how we're going to take over the Poconos.
I'm trying to set my own little thing, that's all, and just be part of the Poconos.
You know what? I love you how you try and be modest. I just don't. It's not. No.
I don't have that aspiration at all. I just want to take care of my.
Yes,
people.
you do. Get out of here. I don't want to hear it. That's all talk. All right, so you have 100 acres.
I have 100 acres.
100 acres.
Yes.
Like, so put that into like a reasonable. What does that even equate to? Like 100 acres, like visually, like
it's big. It's big, especially because he's got streams. There's a railroad on the property.
Have you ever seen what's the show with Kevin Costner? When he owns the ranch in Montana.
Yellowstone.
Yellowstone. It's like Yellowstone.
Yo, he's got thousands of acres, though.
This guy's got 100 acres.
All right, he does. He has 100 acres. It actually sits bordered.
Look at that. Look at Susan.
Susan, Kevin Costner is looking pretty damn good in Yellowstone. Okay, I'm just gonna say hello, Kevin.
That's so funny. So wait. So tell me. So is there any structures on this property?
No. So it's all buildable as well. He'll even sell it per acre, but 75 of it is definitely up for grabs.
That's a per acre would be 100 deals.
Yeah. He's willing to separate it however anybody wants it. I mean, he's got
100 times, Teresa.
This is what he has. It sits on the Oswego Creek, right? So it's borderline. It's Potter County, right? And then you have, this is what he says: property is a combination of woods and farm fields. Qualified, certified organic. The adjacent fields produce sweet corn, watermelons, fingerling potatoes, various squashes, and other crops. You have a dead end roam. Woods are a mix of various hardwoods, evergreens, including maple. You can do maple syrup if you wanted to. Softwoods include red pine, white pine, Norway spruce, hemlock, and larch, many of which are more than 80 years old. Some could be cut for log home building. The next door neighbor has a portable sawmill that can cut trees for boarding as well. So if you need to build a home or you wanted that live edge table, whatever you want to do, this property is going to lend for a ton of stuff. You can hunt on this property. He's got deer, turkey, grouse, rabbit, and squirrel. There's probably more, but
what is it? Is it actively listed for sale?
I'm actively going to be listing it.
Okay, I might actually have someone interested in that. I'm
This
not
is
even
a
kidding.
preview. So he has 100 acres. He's my friend Chuck, and he actually 25 of it is a first right of refusal. There's part of it. There might be some minerals involved. That's why we're still having that all tested and done. And if anything, there'll be mineral rights and it probably be shared.
Okay, so can I interject a couple things?
What's up?
Number one, are you going to be doing something cool to promote this?
Absolutely.
Like 100-acre property? Are we going to get like a golf cart?
So you can
thing?
kayak on that river there too. And the uptick in kayaking on that river that's on his property, he said is insane right now.
I mean, the whole thing sounds insane. This sounds like you should get like some hay rides or something going on, and then they can tour the whole property. Now, this is hilarious to me. Did you ever think a girl from
No.
Philadelphia would be selling 100 acres of land
No.
with all of this stuff?
I have 30 acres for sale right now for $7.99 with a house if anybody wants it.
That's so 100 acres. So, where is this place?
So it's in like Potter County.
Now, Potter County is pretty
it's like
close
right
to.
outside of New York.
Yeah, but is that that's big hunting. That's right. That's right. I know Potter County. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. All right.
Yeah.
So Potter, my mind's blown by this whole thing.
Yeah.
100
So
acres.
if you wanted to go farm, you could. If you just wanted some land to hunt, you can. If you want to buy 5 acres near the stream and set up a shack, he'll
So
sell it.
like I almost think of like Winnie the Pooh in the 100-acre forest. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you some marketing ideas.
I know you are. We're
What are you
listening.
gonna list it for?
We're not
No.
sure yet. I mean, he wants $5,000 an acre. I told him we have to kind of go
Whoa,
over
wait. 5,000.
$2,500,000.
$5,000 an acre times 100 acres. Is that cheap?
Yeah. Well, it's also Potter County.
I don't know what that means. It seems cheap though. That's a lot of land.
It's far. It's the middle of nowhere. It is a lot of land. And, I think the way he's setting it up, he has a surveyor out there. There's some things you can lend to do. I think finding out the zoning and what we're allowed to do. And it's been like, 30 days, 40 days now that we've been actively going back and forth on that. So
That's crazy, man. That's pretty cool though. I
he has
mean,
more land than that. He's only giving you a portion.
listen, if you want to get like mini ponies, a hayride, a
Mini
golf cart,
ponies.
whatever you want to do, we can bring the whole Opus Elite squad out there. I'm still thinking we need to do a field trip, by the way.
Do like it. Yeah, we should. Well, I might have a bonfire.
Oh yeah. Oh, I like that.
I might have a bonfire here at the house.
Oh, I like it. All right.
I might
that.
we might even set up the 2.5 acres I just bought and put a yurt.
A what?
A yurt.
What?
Do you know what a yurt is? It's like a
No.
giant round tent.
I don't know what that is.
Well, so we live by Pinch Oak Forest and we have a lot of hikers. That's all you see over here. People hiking. So if I put a yurt, I could Airbnb it per night. Yeah.
A yurt.
A
Okay.
yurt.
A yurt.
Yurt, an outdoor solar shower,
This is
compost toilet. You're roughing it in the woods.
I tell you, Jocelyn, it's a whole new world, isn't it? Just sing it with me. A whole new world.
I'm not as rural. I live on a rural mountain, right? It's just me and my neighbor. And there's a lot of
you might be the biggest character I've ever met in my whole life. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, I know.
my post office is Wilkes-Barre, right? So it's only like 12 minutes away. But I feel like the kids are always bored when they get here because it's like you live in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing to do, and you got to drive everywhere. But I'm like, it's only 20 minutes away. Everything's 20 minutes away.
Yeah, it's only 20 minutes away. I mean, but when you add it up, it's 20 times
There's
20.
4 damn cars on the road with me. That's traffic.
Yeah. Oh, it's amazing. But, regardless, I want everyone out there to understand Opus Elite has a really solid team out in the Poconos area. Teresa and Jocelyn are really, really solid agents and can really bring a lot of value to you as second homes, as people that want to relocate, as investments. They're really in there for global domination, and that's what we're going to start referring it to. Yes, they are. Sorry.
Green over here. What are you doing?
So the goal is to bring you guys back fairly frequently, at least quarterly, to do an update for us, our mountain girls. That's what we're gonna call you. Maybe we can put like mountain hats on you or something. I don't know. You know. But before I let you both go, what are you wearing to the gala?
I-
That's a whole other topic.
long black dress, I guess. I still gotta find a mask.
You got it. We have masks. We have some masks.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
don't
yeah,
freak out.
yeah.
Yeah, don't
I
freak out.
got my mask.
You got your
Ron got
mask.
his mask. He got his tux
right.
yesterday.
All right.
Because I was too like you said, we didn't get the shoes. We got our own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. I'm looking forward to it. I know that Jocelyn. Just wait, man. Wait, is this your first one too, Teresa?
Yeah.
It's your first one. Ooh.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna get this is.
Are you saying I should rent somewhere to stay for the night?
What are you gonna drive home?
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
I do it all the time.
Oh my god. I'm telling you, I've never met anyone like Teresa Sanchez in my whole life. In a good way.
I like my house. I like my bed.
Wow. Well, if you want to drive home, God bless you, but I will be in no condition to do so, and I live much closer than you do. But you guys rock. Love you guys. You're the best. Keep killing it in the Poconos, and
I'll send you the info on out at the 100 acres. I have it.
Yeah, keep me posted.
Yeah,
keep me posted. I'm down. I can bring marshmallows and whatever else.
we can have a camping night.
Yeah, let's do it. Jocelyn, kill it up there, man. Keep rocking out. All right.
Thank you, Chad.
I'm gonna be looking for your billboards out there, and tell Roz I'll see him soon.
Bye. Thanks.
All right, guys. Everyone, thank you for watching another edition of Neighborhood Spotlights. We covered lots of neighborhoods today. Maybe your mind was blown. It was a multi-functional episode. So make sure you check out Pine to Pink. Make sure you go to the Poconos, and make sure you tune in next week. We love you all. Opus Elite, Superstar Lender. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.